Yo,
Club, are you answering?
I can't hear.
We can't hear you.
There's too much money in my head.
I can't hear you if you answer it or not.
I'll call you back.
There is a code of conduct for the reigning Heisman winner, and he violated it once again. This is just out-of-bounds behavior for a reigning Heisman winner.
I tell you, he is out of control.
It's important that Johnny Football understands that the time for giving him a pass is over. This is unacceptable stuff.
Still going to do things that everybody in college does, and I'm going to continue to enjoy my life. Hopefully, people don't hold me to a higher standard than that, but I am still in college, and I am still going to live my life to the fullest.
He has shamed that trophy and shamed college football in general with his behavior.
Johnny Manziel's antics on the field today were simply inexcusable.
If he's not the most selfish, easily manipulated knucklehead in recent memory in college football, I don't know who is.
If he hasn't gotten the message thus far, what's happened with the NCAA and the investigation, he's never going to get it.
This guy is a detriment to this team mentally. He had better be very good physically, because right now he's acting like an embarrassment.
He's been the same punk from the beginning that has all the makings of something that could tear a team apart.
Johnny Football said the 3 people he would like to party with.
I'm going to have to go with Charlie Sheen, Rob Gronkowski, and we'll add Tiger Woods to the mix.
Those 3 might not be able to keep up with Johnny Football. Bottom line is Manziel only knows one way to live, and that's full go. That's I'm gonna be who I am. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me.
This time, Johnny Manziel sought trouble.
Did you drink alcohol while you were there at all?
I'm not going into the details about what happened.
All of this that we're talking about is actually a reason why I love this kid. He's got daredevil in him. He plays daredevil football. He will try anything at any moment, and most of the time he gets away with it.
He's a 20-year-old kid. He's enjoying college. He's the Heisman winner. He has life on a string.
One of the reasons that he plays so well is because he is a fiery, emotional guy, and you don't want to put a lid on that.
Trash talk doesn't distract Johnny Manziel. It fuels him.
Incidentally, talking about Johnny Manziel, how does a college kid get courtside seats to Mavs game? Those are expensive seats.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me.
Johnny rolled out of bed this morning at 10 o'clock, put on Sports Center, watched Lou Holtz rail on him, watched Mark May, put over here, watch you guys, and he's loving it.
I feel like I am on a little bit higher pedestal than most people in college football.
I think everything I do is pretty much everywhere in the world, so the people don't know about it.
If you could watch one player in college football play, you want to watch Johnny Manziel.
Just go out and win, find a way to win, whatever it takes. That's what I do for my team.
It just seems everybody only wants to discuss me, so this must mean I'm disgusting. But it's just me, I'm just obscene. So I'm not the first king of controversy.
With the 22nd pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Johnny Manziel, quarterback, Texas A&M.
This is better than the movie Draft Day. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Draft Day, Johnny Manziel. 5 years later, how am I the man still? Draft Day, A. Wiggins. That other side, bitch, we stay winning. Oh man, you know I had to do it for you. You know I had to do it for you.
And Johnny Manziel's time has arrived. 5-man rush. Manziel with room to run. Johnny Manziel, touchdown.
Some breaking news on a quarterback competition that was actually a true competition. Brian Hoyer, this from the Cleveland Browns, has just been named the starter for this team.
He needs the 2-yard line for a first down. Manziel on the move, gonna run it up the middle, towards the end zone, touchdown.
Browns Nation, watching every move number 2 makes, and all of the NFL is doing it too. Everybody wants to know, is what worked in college, all that running around, all that magic, is it going to work in the NFL?
They're more than I do, and it's tough to come out there and lay an egg like that.
Gilberry lined up offside.
Manziel floats it, picked off.
Ball just kind of hung out there.
Manziel back to pass, looking, deep drop. Now he deepens the drop. Now he runs right. Now out of a tackle, floats the ball into the end zone. It's intercepted.
How are you going to fight this perception? I mean, is this ever going to go away, do you think? What can you do to change it?
Well, there's nothing I can sit here and tell you. There's nothing I can sit here and talk to these mics or into these cameras or anything, and it's going to do any good. You know, it's about action. It's about, you know, being accountable and doing what I'm going to say instead of looking like a jackass. You know, last year was, in my mind, for me personally, a disaster. The money sign will not be back. Will not be making it.
Deep man, got a man open, and he hit him inside the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean for real, girl, you know I had
Pounds, an extra lineman. Manziel out of the shotgun. Facing a passing situation to try to extend this drive. Here comes the pressure. He rolls away from it. Sets up in the pocket, goes long to the middle of the field for Benjamin. He's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland!
With Johnny Football, he's now looking for another team this morning.
The Cleveland Browns cutting ties with Johnny Manziel and his bad boy behavior. The troubled quarterback making more headlines for what happened off of the field than actually on it, which is never a good sign.
Forgive me, but you on social media, you called yourself a douche in 2016. What are you striving to be in 2017? What word?
Just a good person. That's all I want to be. I think if I live life the right way and treat people around me the right way with respect, the way my parents raised me, the morals that I was raised upon, you know, I think everything else will fall into place.
Johnny Manziel hasn't taken NFL snaps since December of 2015, but there could be interest in the former Heisman Trophy winner. NFL Network reporting Wednesday that Johnny Football is back with his former agent, who says Manziel is drawing, quote, real interest from NFL teams.
Don't know if you've all have heard the news, but Johnny Manziel supposedly is on his way back after a string of incidences that we don't really need to regurgitate, whether it be domestic violence, punching somebody in the nose in a bar, the accusations that have been thrown out there, ultimately getting suspended for 4 games last summer by the NFL due to substance abuse. The list goes on and on and on. When it comes to Johnny Manziel, you find yourself scratching your head, looking at this guy and asking yourself about him. What the hell is he thinking? How in God's name could he throw away these opportunities? Then we saw pictures of him. He didn't look quite emaciated or anything like that, but he certainly didn't look good. And you found yourself going from thinking about Johnny Manziel, the football player, to thinking about Johnny Manziel, the man. Hoping and praying that he's going to be okay. Hoping and praying that someday he gets himself well enough where he convinces us so much that an NFL team will actually bring him on board and give him another chance. But before we even think about that, let's think about Johnny Manziel, the person, not the football player. Forget his tweets about how he was a bad person in 2016, how he was lost in the sauce, and how he's getting better. Forget about the fact that he's scheduled to take pictures with folks during Super Bowl week in Houston, and that he loves the people of Texas and the support that they've given him. They're giving that to the football player. I'm talking about the person, because aside from all of that nonsense, he actually is a very good person. But there is no doubt he's very troubled. And considering that, let's make sure we think about that before we even think about him playing football again. Because letting him back in the game too early might actually be to his detriment.